Welcome to Module 5. We're going to start this module out by talking about what a Japanese candlestick is. We're here in the MT4 chart, and the best way to explain this is by just using a picture. Japanese candlesticks can be used for any time frame, whether it be 1 day, 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever you want. They're used to describe the price action during the given time frame. So, for example, here in the MT4, you can see here up top we have 1 day, 4 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, etc. So if I click on the 30-minute time frame, that means that each of these candles represents 30 minutes and shows us how high price went, how low price went during these 30 minutes. So if I click on the 4-hour chart, now these candlesticks represent 4 hours. So this is 4 hours, this next one is 4 hours, this next one is 4 hours. Each candlestick represents 4 hours now. We're going to talk more in detail about what a candlestick is and what these wicks mean and the bodies mean and all of that. But first I want to talk about the direction of the candles. In this example, and probably in your MT4 platform as well, if the close is above the open in my example here, then a black candlestick is drawn. It may be different in your MT4 platform if the colors of your candles are different, but you can see each black candle here is moving up. The close is above the open. If the close is below the open, then a white candlestick is formed. And you can see all the white candlesticks are moving down. You can see this big white candle here that's moving down. The big white part is called the body. And you can see here this wick, that's called a wick or shadow. So let's blow up one of these candlesticks and look at it in detail. So you can see a close-up of a candlestick here. And you can see that we have the body, and we have the upper shadow, and we have the lower shadow. Depending on whether the market moved up or down during this time frame, the bodies will be different colors. And that will help you visually see whether the market is moving up or down. Long bodies indicate strong buying or selling, so either the buyers or sellers were stronger and took control. Short bodies imply very little buying or selling activity. So if we go back into the market, you can see we have multiple examples of this. Just like I was talking about this big white candle here, since this is going down, the sellers had control and really forced the market down here. And then we can look at just the next candle, and you can see the body is not very big, meaning neither the buyers nor the sellers really had control during this time frame. You will probably hear about the bulls and the bears. Bulls just means buyers, and bears means sellers. So in my example here, every time the sellers took control, or the bears, the candles are white, and anytime the buyers took control, or the bulls, the candles are black. Now, the upper and the lower shadow on candlesticks provide very important clues about the trading session. Upper shadows signify the session high, while lower shadows signify the session low. Japanese candlesticks with short shadows indicate that most of the trading action was confined near the open and close. Candlesticks with long shadows show that trading action occurred well past the open and close prices. If a Japanese candlestick has a long upper shadow and short lower shadow, just like this example here, you can see this really long shadow, small body, and then a really short lower shadow. This means that buyers started to take control and it pushed it up, and then sellers came in and drove the price back down near its open price by the end of the session. If a Japanese candlestick has a long lower shadow and short upper shadow, kind of like this one here, you can see a very long lower shadow and very short upper shadow. This means that sellers started to take control, drove the price all the way down here, but then the buyers came in and drove the price back up to near its open price by the end of the session. In the next few sections, we're going to talk about patterns of Japanese candlesticks and how you can use them to have a good feel for which way the market is going to go. Remember, we already learned about support and resistance and trend lines. So if you combine that with what you will learn about specific candles, it will be another indicator and confirmation for you to take a trade confidently.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you join our free Discord channel to get access to all the cheat sheets and a bunch of other cool bonuses. The next video in the course is right here.